Hi, everybody. This is Fancy Pants. You can call me Fancy. I think we've been friends long enough now, right? So, I am in the game Ant Legion. What I'm going to go over today is the shops, the different shops and what you get in each one. And also, these are sometimes questions when you do your ant quizzes that they give you sometimes for events or just through daily ant quizzes from the Ladybug or whatever it is Katie did or that little insect up there. The the daily quiz sometimes asks um, about what you can get in which shop. Like, is this which one does not have this? Which one does not have that? So eventually it'll stick with you. I still get them wrong, especially those kind. But I'm going to show you what I do each day, what I make sure I get. And then, of course, sometimes there's times when I get desperate and I'll go in and see how many points I have. And if I really need like some mushrooms or some, really need some shrooms or some food or something like that, I'll go in and I'll get it here. But just my norm is I'll come in and I don't normally just go in and grab all my free ones, but I do them as I go. But just for the purpose of doing this video, I'm going to show you. Okay, so the first one here is Queen Legion War. And what that comes from is, that reminds me, I got to go back and get my things out of that one I was just in when it reminded me to maybe do a video on this. So I'm sorry, I'm just grabbing them as I'm here. But so the Queen Legion is from your arena over here. Excuse me, I'm having a problem today with this frog thing in my throat. Okay, so this is in the arena, and the Queen Legion War is this top one here. And you come in, and this is also on your dailies to do. So you'll go into here, go in your daily reward, and claim that. And that's what gives you the points to be able to go into your shop and buy things there with them. No, I'm not going to go into this part right now because that'll be in another part. Oh, isn't that frame cute with the little bunny? Aw, wonder where they got that one at. They have such cute frames, and I'm sure it's from an event. Um, but maybe you could get them through points too. So I'm going to have to check into that because that is super cute. But anyway, so that, and then you see the exchange button light up there. So that's where we just were. That brings you back to the shop. So I'm going to take, you get one free a day of the basic eggs. So we take that every day. Make sure you get in there and get that. So if not, you'll lose it once reset hits. Now, when you're in here, the immediate thing I do is I come down, and once I have enough of the tokens, it'll show you your total up there. You can come down here, and I always get my vessel chest um, once a day. I'm just going to get one for now. I might go back and get another one later. I just want to see. I may need something else. I usually don't get my speeds in here. To me, 200 is too expensive. Definitely 1500. I don't usually, I like to keep these up to get these vessels. Um, and I do have two accounts. I have a big nest and a little nest, and I think um, I um, I am in my big account, so I don't need these littler ants. I've already have enough. I already have them. They're all full, so I don't need them. If it was my littler nest, I still need them shards. So I might get them here. I don't usually though. I gotta say, during my first one, I don't think I ever bought one here unless it was during an event to get shards. So when that happens, then yes, maybe, but they are very expensive, except for this top one here. It would probably be the only one I get because I see I only have 8,000, and this is one I've been building up a little while. So these would take like everything, and I definitely want my divine vessel chests. They're harder to get, and you can't get them just everywhere. So I am going to get two of those, being I have enough tokens. And see, that still leaves me enough to get something else if I wanted to, but I don't. I want to save that up to be able to add to it for tomorrow to be able to get another divine vessel chest. Okay. And those are what have these fine to mythic that gives you like your specialized special ants. They're with your queen. When you hit on your queen, it'll be there on the right hand side. There'll be a place to click to get those extra boosts of attack and things like that. So that's what I get in this one. Now your specialized jewel, again, you get free food in this one, so you definitely once a day get that. This one you get also over here in the arena under the Queen Legion War. There's the specialized jewel. You get your rewards on top. You claim them from yesterday's, and then so you claim them, and then your exchange is here, just where we were. And again, I just hit this just so that goes away. We'll get into that. I did do another video on how to do the arena, at least with one of them. I can't remember if I finished the rest of them yet, but if not, I will. So we'll do them later. I just want to talk about the shops for now. So then we're back in here. We got our free food. Now what do I get in here? First is I get the diamond surprise box. Now you see I have quite a few tokens on here because I've saved them up from the very beginning. And very once in a rare while, if I need extra points for an event, well, I'll come in and get anything else. But I definitely always get the surprise diamond box once a day. And it only allows you once a day. There's no remaining. I often need water and fungus, which I will get in here. So once I get to a point where I know how much more I need, I will come in here and take what I can from that. So that's the number one priority is that diamond surprise box because you always need your diamonds for everything, and and um, and then these two. The leaves you come by pretty easily, and so does the food, especially as you get farther up in your levels. Oops, the water and the fungus get really really hard to get. So then there's that. But if you do need anything else, it's available here. So and again, I'll go back. But the adventure shop, again, you get free stuff, so you want to grab that. It's 10-minute free speed. And I'm going to show you where that is. We're going to go back out. That arena, it's there on the bottom. Your rewards, this is where you get the points to be able to go and get stuff in that shop. Claim it. You see it settles in 8 hours. That means you need to get it by then. So, or it'll go away. So make sure you do this every day. And again, while I'm in here, these things are also on your dailies to do. I do have to combat these battles in all three of these arenas. Well, two of the arenas, but I do all three at once to be able to get your daily points too. And I need to look and see if I still need to do that. But again, that'll be another video. Okay, I just checked the record just to take off the red dot on it. I really don't need it at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to go back into exchange. Here we get a free basic egg again. So we're going to take that as we did in the first one. Now in here, here's my totals. I have quite a few. Here again, sometimes there's events. I mean, there is events every week or every other week of hatching eggs, and sometimes they're definitely in the ace ant or the global ant event. And so I save up if I need extra for this. If you see I have 29, that's because I'm saving them for that event. Now if I need extra, I will get them here, but I don't normally spend them kind of tokens, that kind of money. Army capacity I have in talent, so I don't buy it here. Now if before I had it in my talents, I would on occasion, but again, that's very high. But the main things I get here are my army jeans. It's the only place you can get them. So this is where you get them. And I'm not going to get them right now because I don't know how many I need to get to the next level. If it was an event, actually there is an event right now for in ASANT to upgrade. For upgrade materials, you get points for that. So I will come back in here later once I know how many more I need and get them with these coins. So those are the ones I'd get here. This army gene is if you are a newer, um, you don't have all yours full yet. That's where you would start to get one, and then that would be the main one, and then these add to it. So that's what's in that one. Um, and then this is like a thing to put over your nest. It's a nest thing. It's a 7-day one. So for 7 days, you could have your nest look like that for 10,000 of those tokens. So just to recap those three, these are all in the arena. Go in, get your points out of the arena, then come in here, get your free ones, and then get your divine vessel chest, and then whatever else you may need in it. But that's the main one I get out of here. And you can pick whichever you want, but you can take a look here and see everything that's in it. You can get building speed here. Again, there's another place to get that that's cheaper. So I don't get them here unless I'm desperate for more than what I already have through the other means. Okay, and if you happen to need ant shards, you get them here for an event. This 100 is cheap for them. If you need extras. But again, only if you need extras. And then this specialized duel, this one will give you resources. Your diamond surprise box, that's the one I get every day. And then supplement your resources as needed. And then you also have a speed in here. Again, it's the same price as in here. They're both 200, so I don't get them speeds normally in here. You can get civil points, war points, and snail experience in here as well, which again during an event I might get, otherwise I don't. Mark of honors, again, that's kind of high for them because it's 100 per each, and they don't really add up to much in events and stuff. For that, um, I will talk about them in another time too, but I normally would not get them through this means here. But if you need to, again, if you have the rewards, go ahead and of course you can. Queen Legion has the free basic, and then your army genes, definitely that's where you would go to get them. If you wanted to up your nest, now this does give you an extra 5% army attack and hit points for your entire armies, whether no matter what group they are. So that's kind of nice to have. It is rather expensive out of your points. Superior eggs, again, if there's a hatch event, you may want to supplement it with getting it here. That's very expensive. You can also get these in another place too, in the Alliance shop. So and they're expensive in there too, so it doesn't really matter. I try to get them as the dailies. Free ones would be your best bet. But and then your army capacity, again, unless there's a really important event that's where you're going to be up against somebody that's really tough, then you might get that. But again, that's on a rare occasion. So okay, so now we're going to move over to the adventure shop. Adventure is your wheat. That is it has a lot of good stuff in it. Let me. Your wheat can be found in adventure here. It's on the top part of your nest. Um, this is where you would do a challenge, which again is in your daily. So you need to come in here every day to get your daily quest points here. I just harvested my peanut, so here challenge one time in adventure. So once we do that, that'll go away, but make sure you do these every day. At the end here, if you click on this, it'll show you get your skin coins. And every time you touch on something, it's pretty much going to show you what it's for. These are the fun things to be able to get different skins for your ants and your, like that frame I was saying was so neat looking, things like that. And then this last one, working towards this, will give you that superior egg that I told you was way too expensive and them other things. You get one once a day as long as you finish your daily. So make sure that you do that. Same with your mark of honor. You do get diamonds. Diamonds you always want as much as you can. And then you get 3 hours of training speed free. I mean, just by doing your dailies, and you get healing speed And right now there's a flower event. So you're getting 20 extra of those. They'll give you things for events that are going on as well. You get a lot of great stuff. Every day you will get a shield. So if you need one, we are in all nap state, so I don't need them except for when there's a conquest event or something where other states are attacking. And then I use a 24-hour one. But in the beginning, if you're not in an all nap state and you can get hit if if they're out on the battle. So you get this free once a day. So there's no excuse not to use a shield. Just do your dailies. Um, and then you get all this other stuff too. So mysterious crystals I use now, and I'm a level, 31. I think I just started having to use them. So they've been building up until then, but you go through them a lot. So it's great to get them as soon as you can, and hang on to them. So anyway, that's what I'm working for in the dailies there. But let's go back here where we were talking about. This is where you get your wheat. These are from yesterday. So I'm going to claim them. And then the shop is here, this little box. And when you click that, it's going to bring us back to where we just were. Here again, there's eggs. That superior egg, see it's 2,500 here. The one I just showed you get one for free every day. Breakout fruit is hard to come by. I do come in here. I'm not going to get it right now because I don't know exactly how many I need. But they are limited. You can only get 30, 20. So figure out how many you need. And then if you need a lot, which in this nest, everything costs so much. So it takes like a lot to be able to advance your ants. So if you come in and you need like a lot, then come in every day and get your maximum. As you say, I have quite a few here, so I could. I just need to figure out what I need. But definitely every day, come in and get your organ foster plan. It's expensive, but it's the only place to get it besides buying them. And then these you can buy with diamonds. Sometimes it'll let you buy two. I apparently only have enough diamonds to get one, which means I'm really low on diamonds. See why I said you go through them quickly. But I'm going to buy. Oh, it will let me buy two. Apparently, I have 9,000 in diamonds. Okay, so I am going to buy two. They're that important. There is an organ event. I never win it because I never have enough. In this one, in my other nest, I'm saving up to hopefully do something with that event. But also, if you keep saving them for a very long time, you're guaranteed a mystic organ. So the worst saving, I haven't done it yet. So there is an upgrade. These are very cheap. So once you know how many upgrades you need, there are only T1s, so it takes quite a bit. But the higher the T level, the better that it is. The more there is, the more powerful, and the more points. But for any kind of event that uses upgrades, this is a good place to get them if you need extra points for that. Your totem upgrade is in here as well in the adventure shop. Remember that? I think that's on one of the questions with the snail and the katydid. So breakout. This one's a good one for just about everything. Get free speed. You get your hatch eggs. You get your breakout fruit here. You get your organ foster plan, which I said is the main thing to get once a day. And you get your upgrade material for gear, gene, and cell. It doesn't have gene. Oh, gene, cell, gear. Okay, and totem. So all of them are right there. And then let's go to the next one. Let me get out of here. The only way to get, now normally you would run this too, but I'm not going to do it right now just to try to save time on to show you the shops. I don't know where I'm at on time, but I do have an event coming up here too. So I need to get back to the shop. You can always get to the shops by going to the merchant. And this in itself is another shop. At the top here, let me show you again where that is. It's as far left as you can go on the top of your nest. Um, and it's that ladybug. And when you click on it, that is in itself another shop. It's a trade shop. This will show you your resources, how many you have of each. And then down here, when you do an exchange, it's got, like here, you can exchange your leaves for water. Now, right now, like I was saying, my water and my um, fungus are very hard to come by. I have quite a few leaves. So I'm going to exchange 443,000 of them for 128 water. Now, it don't seem like a lot, a good deal, but it is because water is much harder to come by than the leaves. So I'm going to trade that. Now, everybody's is different. Not everybody's same. You get different offers. So just because you had a good offer don't mean somebody else is going to. Because one time I'm like, oh, you got to get in the Ladybug. It's offer on this. And it was just for mine, not for anybody else's. So it's different every time. And it does change for you too. So now this is telling me underneath that, there's another surprise. And this is what it'll give you if you buy it for real money, $4.99, which I do not do. So, but if you wanted to, it does offer specials, which are a lot cheaper than if you would get them otherwise if you spend money. And then 30-minute speed is not worth it for your mushrooms or your water. I never trade, especially those two, but usually none for speeds or anything like that. You can get them too many other places. So all three of them I would just ignore, but definitely I would trade. Sometimes it'll be like a lower number of mushrooms for a higher number of mushrooms. Definitely trade. I mean, anything that you can trade up, do it. You're getting more for your money, right? This is a good sales shop. And I didn't know that at first, and I pretty much ignored it, but it really does, because some of these are not a good deal. But anything that's apples to apples, oranges to oranges, that's lower and it's going to give you something higher for, do it. And if you have a shortage of mushrooms or water, always exchange whatever it's asking for, leaves or grub food, for that, because that is a good deal. Um, like I said, they come pretty plentiful. You can accumulate leaves and water a lot. Excuse me, leaves and food a lot faster than you can water and fungus. So there's, keep that in mind. And once you come in here, there's always a quick way into your shop too. So I just always go to Ladybug, and then I can also get to all the rest of these shops up on top here. I am going to stop after this mantis one just because it's becoming long, and then we will go and finish up the rest of these. So this will be part one. Okay, so let's go into mantis. Mantis shop is it is way down at the bottom of your nest here. Sorry, I'm just getting the inside resources here as I go by. Um, Everything's flashing at me here. Mantis Cave here. It's flashing a thing that I need to get it. I'm not on a limb, it's telling me. I must have finished. So I've already done a thing in here about how to do this. So another video. So I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm just gonna take the one in front here just so I can get this um, on here. So I'm done with that part. Just bear with me. I'm so sorry. I'm just fast forwarding it here, just so I can get on that limb. And this is how you get those points for that shop. Now, I just stole somebody's. So I got the part of majority of their meat. And then it also put me on their spot up here, my blue one, at 0% at the moment. Now that'll start eating as well, and it's going to give me more mantis meat, which is what you use in the exchange shop, which is right there. Which is also just where we were. So I'm going to hit exchange. It's going to bring us back to that same spot. What I get in here every day is my carpenter's shard. So we get them. My husband is singing. Oh my gosh. I'm doing a video. Okay. So you just grab that carpenter's shard once a day. And And then the other things in here, again, you can get your snail experience. These are kind of expensive to get in here. Just make sure you get your carpenter shard. And but you can get all these the cells here. And this is one that is also in the questions a lot. Is what is available in the mantle shop, or can you get this in there? So just so you know, you can get snail experience and civil points, but not war points. You can get command experience. Now that's good that you could also spend them on. Once I have all my carpenter shards, I will not be getting that. So then I would probably start getting command experience, because that gives you a lot of good perks. But you really could get anything now. 100,000 is a lot, but you're getting a T3 soldier cells. Now I think I have all of mine, but as you're growing, those are important to get. This does have all the cell material. So anything having to do with cell, you want to go to your mantis shop, but they are expensive. So if you can get them other ways, you might want to do that. You get your advance, or now see, there's other boxes that'll give you this stuff too. So just saying, if in an event or anything like that, or you need just a few to get to the next level, you might want to get them here. Some of these only open at a certain level. Level 7 is required for this. I don't have it yet. Market honors you can get in here. You can get resources in here if you're desperate, and they're unlimited. So however many points you have, you can get that many with them, which I have done too, because I'm always desperate for water and mushrooms if I need to upgrade a building or research. And then again, I don't have a level 35 queen yet, and this is something that will be new at that point. So we don't even need to worry about it at the moment. But okay, so I guess I've covered at least half of these, and apparently I better go to sleep. What's going on out there? So thank you for watching, and I appreciate it. And I hope you will come visit me again to finish off these shops. Thank you. Bye bye.